Hi, I'm Dr. Rahul Bharad. I welcome you all to my series What Life Has Taught Me Yesterday. Today, when I'm recording this video, is 8th of July 2023. I'll be discussing what 7th of July has taught me in life. Also, in this video, I will be discussing one important news about the Chandrayaan 3, how Chandrayaan 3 will be traveling from Earth to Moon over a period of 45 to 48 days, how the map and roadmap of that will be. I'll be discussing in brief, so stay tuned till the end of the video to know more about that. And about a trending news, I'll be discussing one important cause of death because of swimming in raw water of a teenager in Kerala. Why the teenager has suffered because of swimming, he died because of that, and what kind of infection he received. If you want to know, please go to watch the video till the end of the video and know more about it. About the most important lesson I got yesterday is a very sad lesson, I would say, about life. How many deaths are we going to tolerate in future also about drunk and drive cases? Now recently in Maharashtra, one such incident happened where on night of 1st of July, a bus collided on the divider and the pole on Samruddhi Express Highway. 25 people in that sleeper bus were charred to death inside the bus. They couldn't get out of the bus because of too much of fire inside the bus. Hardly 7 people could escape that accident, that massive accident. One of them was the driver of the bus. That bus was a private travel agency bus carrying people from Nagpur to Pune. It was a sleeper bus. Now recently I have come across a phenomenon where I came to know that only two countries in the world, only India and Pakistan, are having these kind of buses, like sleeper buses. Rest of the world doesn't use these kind of sleeper buses. If you have been to a sleeper bus, you know what I'm talking about. They are extremely unsafe, I would say. Even if you travel by a sitting or semi sleeper bus, that is far more better as far as safety is concerned than a sleeper bus. So those people could not get out of that bus, and they were killed by massive fire which broke out by the combustion of the diesel tank. Now forensic agency and all the investigation has confirmed that the driver's blood sample for alcohol was tested, and it has concluded that 30% of the blood alcohol level was more than the permissible limit. In Maharashtra, the permissible limit for blood alcohol level is 30 milligram per 100 ml of blood. 30% more was present in the sample which was taken many hours after the incidents of that driver. So at the time of accident, it must have been very high, the level of alcohol. And the most important question which arises here is that how many deaths are we going to allow in and around us with drunk and drive cases? I am not discussing here only the bus drivers, I am not discussing other drivers, but even individual cars also. Many people, they drive despite strict regulations also, but they don't have their own restrictions. They simply take alcohol and drive on the roads late at night, which is never a good thing to do. There should be more strict vigilance by the police for preventing it, as well as citizens also. Citizens also should never drink and drive later. It is not at all something which is going to help you as well as people who are on your road. Suppose someone is driving with a drunk state, not only he is or she is allowing his own or her own life to accident, but the people's life who are on the road, who are sitting on the road, who are driving on the road, who are just crossing the road, are also susceptible to so many casualties and morbidities and mortalities because of that alcohol consumption. So make sure we spread more awareness about not allowing anyone to drink and drive. That should be our target. Whenever you meet and you come across a situation where someone is even trying to go drink and drive, we should immediately intervene and encourage them not to drive, ask them to sit on a other side and ask someone else to drive that car or bike. Otherwise these kind of incidences will continue to happen and we will continue to lose so many precious lives. Now if some accident happens because of other conditions, that we can understand, but this is definitely preventable. If a driver of a bus is drinking and allowing the people to die in such incidences, it is never accepted. That driver will be punished by the law of the land. I know there is significant amount of punishment for such incidences, but as an individual we all should pledge that whenever we are in such situation where people are planning to drink and drive, we should discourage them from doing so. Otherwise we may lose some people in such incidences in happening in future. So that was the most important lesson I got from life, because that was the news I came to know 6 days back, but yesterday I came to know the basic reason of that accident, and it was very disheartening to know that the most basic cause of death of all those 25 people who were just traveling by the bus, they had no other reason to die, were killed literally by that accident, and which was actually caused by the drunken driver who was driving that bus. Plus there are so many safety regulations and safety issues associated with the sleeper bus kind of things. Sleeper bus are never safe to travel, I would say. Government should act proactively to prevent such incidences, and especially on highways like Samruddhi Expressway, which is the highway where people are driving at a very higher speed than the normal roads. So that was it, most important lesson, and I hope you people also spread this message to most of the people you know, to prevent as many as possible drunk and drive cases. That should be our motto and that should be our intention all the time. Most important news I came across yesterday is about Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3, we all know, is planned to be launched on 14th of July at 2:35 pm from Sriharikota. Most importantly, now the roadmap of that Chandrayaan 3 has come. Actually it will take 45 to 48 days, and probably if everything goes as per the plan, on 23rd to 24th of August we will have landing on the moon. Actually Chandrayaan 2 also used the same criteria to go. Initially that Chandrayaan will revolve around the earth, and gradually the radius of that will increase in an elliptical way. If you can see in this image, it will increase the radius in such a way that the velocity of the Chandrayaan 3 will go on increasing. In this image you can easily see the red lines are indicating the increasing velocity of the Chandrayaan 3, and as the specific velocity is reached, the Chandrayaan 3 is launched to the moon. It covers almost 3,84,000 kilometers from earth to moon. Then when it reaches moon, it continues to revolve around the moon in an elliptical way, but reducing the radius gradually. Once it reaches a particular level of radius around the moon, then ISRO will plan to land that Chandrayaan 3 on the moon. So it's a very beautiful image. On that image we can learn so many things about the Chandrayaan 3 road map. So that was it, most important news I came across yesterday about the Chandrayaan 3 road map. Most trending news I came across yesterday is about a death of a teenager. A teenager has died in Kerala, Alleppey, because of secondary to swimming in a water surface. Because of that, he got infected with a kind of amoeba. That name of that amoeba is Naegleria fowleri. It's a kind of amoeba which causes brain infection, which is meningoencephalitis. And because of entry into the nose, further entry into the brain, that amoeba causes very severe infection. Almost around 381 cases have been reported across the globe, and very few have survived. Importantly, almost 97% of them have died despite getting treatment. So it's a very serious condition. How to prevent it is one question we can ask about it. We can prevent it by not by using various nasal plugs while swimming, if you are swimming in some raw water or contaminated questionable water. Or another thing we can do is that we can immediately treat them, immediately diagnose them early. And most importantly, we should prevent such incidences, because every life is precious. If someone is dying because of some amoebic infection, because of contaminated water swimming, that is such a bad thing. Plus, those swimmers who are using situations where they have to put more force of water inside the nose, that should be avoided. All those swimming criteria where they are more exposed, the water is more exposed to the nasal mucosa of the swimmer, it should be avoided. So that was it. Most trending news I came across yesterday about the sudden death of a teenager because of swimming, because of a type of meningeal infection, meningoencephalitis it is called as, because of amoeba. So if you like all these discussions about small incidences in and around my life, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you are really passionate about preventing such accidents which happened on 1st of July on Samruddhi Expressway because of drunk and driving case, spread this message to as many as possible, as many as more and more people around us, so that they also get initiated and ignited about prevention of such drunk and drive cases. For today, we'll stop here. Bye bye.